Have you ever wished to discover how to help your employees with their occupational stress in a mindful approach? What if there is a way to building a productive and supportive environment for your employees that leads you to influence the organizational culture positively? Well, this is your invitation to join us to Mindful Leader Talk, a podcast on the effects of mindfulness as a secular practice on occupational stress and organizational culture. The information presented in this podcast is general. It is intended for educational and entertainment purposes only. It should be never used to diagnose, prescribe medical or psychological conditions, or replace a physician. And it is not intended to prevent, treat, or cure such conditions or substitute for mental care, preventive health care, counseling, or therapy from or a physical or mental health professional. Thank you for listening and blessings. Blessings and welcome to the Mindful Leader Talk podcast, Mindfully Coping with Occupational Stress. I am Maria Bice, an organizational leadership psychologist, consultant, trainer, coach, and full-time magician. Today, I will give you a quick overview about what to expect from this brand new podcast. Occupational stress is a highly relevant issue because it directly affects an individual's well-being and physical health, the quality of their services, the culture of the organization, and therefore the organizational performance overall. Here in the Mindful Leader Talk podcast, you will learn about topics such as why do we experience stress at work? Are there effects of mindfulness on the human cognitive, nervous, and immune systems? How to identify and manage work stress for our employees? How emotions are and leadership interconnected? How to uncover habits to cope with occupational stress successfully? What is the essence of a mindful leader? How can mindful habits be used as a secular tool for enhancing the leader role? How to create team synergy mindfully? And many more. My purpose with this podcast is to help awaken the mindfulness awareness of the leaders so they can embrace the wholeness of everyday life, regardless of the fast-paced work environment, the challenges encountered, and the complexity of the changing world we all share. Being an industrial engineer working as a production supervisor in a fast-paced work environment, especially in the manufacturing area, led me to identify my employees' stress levels. These experiences inspire me to find ways to cope with the stress. Later, being a labor relations and human resources coordinator, I explore methods and strategies to help myself and also my employees. That path allowed me to learn about metaphysics, spirituality, and personal development related to the psychology of the mind. As a doctoral organizational leadership psychology student, I focus my research on helping find the usefulness of mindfulness as stress management tool and an approach to developing employee engagement and transforming the perspective of an individual as a leader. Some studies suggested a connection between occupational stress and organizational performance, which causes the need to find solutions to reduce stress and maintaining or improve employees' occupational health. Corporate leaders who practice mindfulness have expressed having sharper thoughts for better decision making and reflective behaviors. These findings suggest that constant mindfulness practices help individuals have better control and good use of their own reactions. They can better understand and better manage their own emotions and have more awareness about different solutions to make it easier for them and for everyone around them to solve everyday problems regardless of daily challenges. I learned that the benefits of mindfulness practices go beyond a simple stress management tool, since any tool can be used to lead you to become aware of your choices to live your life as a whole. This is pretty much it for this episode. Thank you for listening and stay tuned for the next episode in 2 weeks. Mindfulness myth and paradigms, what is not mindfulness. If you have any questions, concerns, or comment, please visit my website www.mbiasconsulting.com or send me an email to maria@mbiasconsulting.com. This is the Mindful Leader Talk, a podcast on the effects of mindfulness as a secular practice on occupational stress and organizational culture. Feel free to invite to listen or share this podcast. Stay in tune for all coming episodes to building profitable organizations driven by the well-being of their employees and therefore our society. In the meantime, please stay safe. Blessings!